Hello, my name is Larry. I am a Panamanian and I'm going to make you a Panamanian dish, Arroz con Pollo, chicken and rice. Cilantro is one of the main ingredients. I got garlic, onions, bell peppers, salt, tomato paste, and tomato sauce. And then you use carrots. You can use canned carrots or fresh carrots. And then you have adobo, the Goya capers or capotes, and olives and pepper. But if you can find this, it's called alcaparrados, and they are in the Spanish section of the supermarket. And then you use bell pepper, moro, and that's just for garnishing, making it look good. And then of course you have your chicken. I chose thighs because they have more flavor, and a breast of chicken wouldn't give you that much flavor. So I tried to use thighs, even drumsticks are better. Mince the garlic. If you like a heavy cilantro taste on the chicken, I mean you can use a whole lot of cilantro, but you don't need that much because it's a pretty strong herb. You let it simmer until it makes like a sauce. It's like a spaghetti sauce, really, but it has to be nice and thick before you add the rice to the dish. You use about 1/4 of an onion. Some people don't like to use onion. But the onion gives it a nice flavor. Once it's cooked, you won't even know there's onions in there. This is a Vidalia onion. You can use red onions, Vidalia. A little bit of oil. A spoonful of paste. We use a sauce because it's still it spread more the tomato that we want, the tomato looking sauce, you know. I cut it in pieces. Later on, after they're done, you have to shred it. A good pound of chicken. Salt, you add it to the veggies, but later on, when you put the rice, you gotta add it because another ingredients are coming in. That should do it for now. Of course, when you do the rice, you're gonna have to add water. We simmer for about 45 minutes. To be small pieces, you don't want a big old chunk of meat in the rice. But it has to be softer, still a little bit chewy. It has to be softer, so when you mix it on the bed. Let it cool, and then shred it. And add it to the water and the rice. And it's done. We'll pull it out. Alcaparrado. I think I need a little bit more water. I'm looking at it as when I add the rice. The rice water level has to be about this tall from the finger. You know, that's what my grandmother used to do. She makes it this tall. And another way to doing it is you put the spoon, and if it reaches, the water reaches out here, that tells you that it's okay. So the water needs to cover the rice maybe about 1 inch maybe a little bit under an inch. And then that is enough for any kind of rice. Do it now while it's still boiling. The distance between when you put the water should go right here on the spoon. And that's enough. Same thing with the salt. You put half a spoon of salt. Water's boiling, it's getting ready to put the rice. So let's shred the chicken now, because as soon as you put the rice in there, you gotta put the chicken in it, the salt, a little oil. We take the chicken out of the broth and then let it cool off. And then we cut it into smaller pieces, or even shred it with your fingers. It's to make it a bite size. Another way is you just do this. You know, that's what we do back home. We shred it with a hand. You see. But mostly shredding is when you have something like legs and wings. You shred the chicken carefully so you don't have bones. I personally like the skin of the chicken because there's flavor. Fat is good. We're gonna put this in a pot, and then we're gonna add the rice. But first, let's wash the rice. You're watching the starch on the rice because the starch makes it thick, like lumpy. All right. About, let's see, 2 of these. The oil is going to make the rice stick to the pot. So I'm going to put 3 there, good enough. That's going to make the pot, the rice stick. We are very loving of that con colon, which is a rice that most people call it burnt, but it's not burnt, because we're looking for the taste of the salt. About half a spoon until you get the salt that you want. Okay. Taste again. Perfect right there. It's to everybody's taste now. Now we cover the rice. As soon as it boils, we gotta let it boil for about 5 minutes and then reduce the heat. Now the rice has started to stick on the pot. Bringing all these ingredients together now. You had the con colon in the bottom, see? That's what we're looking for. Most of us, some people don't like that. The rice is done, but as you can see, it's wet. So you cover the rice. Most people cover it, back home we cover it with banana leaves or something. When you cover it, the steam will dry the rice. That's why it's important for you to cover. When you want it to reduce, you remove the lid so the water starts coming back down. And then you cover it and you let it just drop for a little bit longer. On low. The rice is done. I do it like this to separate it more. Okay. I made this just for my nieces and nephews when they get older to try it. A little taste of home, from back home. See you next week with a new Panamanian dish. Thank you.